Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. We are in Philadelphia, home of the 76ers. And, of course, Gershon Yabusele. Team moving on here without him.
What the trade means to me, guys, is they think some of their young players are ready to take on more responsibility. And they're going to be more minutes for guys that weren't seeing a whole lot of them before.
And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Here's Vassell. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Greg, you know this. Getting that second contract is a major goal for young players in the NBA, like Devin Vassell.
And Devin did, signing a huge 5-year extension in 23. And he ended up having his finest year after inking that deal. Vassell has a very bright future.
Here's Vassell. Rui Hachimura picking up that last basket. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Down low, here's Wembanyama. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
And Maxey's guys encourage him to attack whenever he can because his first step is so explosive.
Now, here's quickly to the paint. A shot by Wembanyama, no good. Right there in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
Now, Wembanyama. After Eric Gordon's three-pointer that didn't go.
So fluid off the bounce. Wembanyama.
Here's George. From down in the low post, it goes. George has got his second bucket of the night.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Now, here's quickly. Here's Castle. No good on the 3.
Yeah, slow start for them offensively. 1 for 5. They need to be more patient and find a better look.
A 3 from quickly. Drills it from outside.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
6 to shoot. Maxey. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Devin Vassell.
And give credit to Maxey for just being aggressive inside, earning that whistle in the process.
This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team, shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time. They say the vertical is where Castle lacks a bit. Show me where it lacked there.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much. Pass to quickly. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. A putback. Great positioning on the putback. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for San Antonio?
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
Another thing they've done well is push the tempo. They're running the floor and converting on the fast break.
To the wing right side. Here's Castle. And Davis sends it back.
A two-way star. AD has led the league in shot blocking on multiple occasions.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And both free throws good for Davis.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Barnes the screen. And here's quickly for three. That shot, no good. And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. It's San Antonio. They're up by one. Live.
16.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
Shoots. Here's Christie. Pass to Drummond. No good on that one. Here's Champagnie. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are one or two of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
Passing, no good.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Miller outside. Outside Lowry. Bulls from the top of the key. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
Pass to Champagnie. It's Wesley on the wing. Nothing on the board. Down to 5 on the shot clock. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And the Spurs winning the 2023 lottery stand, adding the terrific Victor Wembanyama. A franchise changer, it appears.
Yeah, Kevin, the hardest thing, and you need a lot of luck to do it, is to get that guy. The guy you can build everything around. There aren't enough of them to go around. Victor Wembanyama is a guy you can build a championship franchise around. Multi-skilled at his size. This guy's going to be a fixture in this league for a long time.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Miller, right side. Pass to McCain. For three. Carries it from three-point range.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Champagnie, and there's the call on Andre Drummond. That is his first foul of the game.
Andre Drummond. That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
1:57 left to play in the first half. Nice shot by Wembanyama, no good. Unloads. McCain's shot is off.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Barnes the screen. It's good.
Devin Vassell.
Vassell's got the game tied up here for the Spurs.
And such a solid player. Devin Vassell is someone you can really trust. Gives you a bit of everything out from that wing position.
All right, Stan, let's put that coaching hat back on you. How in the world would you game plan for a player like Victor Wembanyama?
Well, that's a great question, Kevin, and there are no great answers because he's so good. I think when you're guarding him, you want to be as physical as you can and keep him as far away from the basket as possible to negate his length. Defensively, or when you're on offense, his defense, I think you want to use his instincts to block shots against him, take the ball at him, draw him, and get the ball to open people.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, but if it were that good, it would work more often against a guy that good.
Back to Barnes, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
And there's a nice playmaking element to Castle's game, especially at 6'6".
And it's Davis missing.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
It's tipped. Stolen by Gordon. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
And hustle paid off there for George in the open court. Gets up court in a flash and finishes before the D can even react.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Quickly with it. Vassell wide open. And the three off target. Here's Maxey. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Harrison Barnes picks one up. For Philadelphia, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. Maxey hits them both.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Here's Vassell, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
26.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. The all-time leader in NBA wins, of course, the great Spurs coach, Greg Popovich. So here is a guy who's a peer. What makes him so special, Stan?
Well, first of all, Greg Popovich is not a peer of mine, Kevin. I would never be that presumptuous. This guy is an absolute icon in the coaching world. I think from the outside, I think what makes him so special is he's never looked at himself that way. He's never rested on his laurels. He's a guy that's always evolving and trying to get better.
I love that assessment, but I do think there is peer.
Not in any way.
Here's quickly. Second chance effort. Wembanyama, right side. Spurs working the ball around now. The kick out to Barnes. 5 to shoot. Goes back up. Sacre bleu, Wembanyama!
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And Davis throws it down.
And he'll get ahead of steam when there's that much of a lane. You can't get in AD's way.
Back to Barnes. On the wing, Barnes. Pass to Castle. Back to Barnes. Drives to the hoop. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
You like to see Castle creating opportunities for his team.
just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Maxey attacking. Davis has the open look. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Over in the corner, Barnes. Good on the three-point shot. Now it's a 5-point San Antonio lead. Stan, we have so many great players in this NBA. I mean, every night, from top to bottom, each roster, there are so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest to game plan against?
Wow, that is a tough question because there's so many of them where there's no good answers. You know, let's take Jokic, for example. If you play him one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double-team him, send the second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time. There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to limit their team.
The great ones always have answers, don't they, Steve?
If they didn't, Kevin, they wouldn't be the great ones.
GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
Size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question, is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star.
A three from Quickly. Rebound by the 76ers. Here's Maxey. Off target at the rim. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
Now, here's Quickly. 7 points in the game. Pass to Champagny. Now, Wembanyama. Tries the spin move. Wembanyama with that soft touch around the rim.
Yeah, the great thing about getting the ball to Wembanyama late in the clock is you know he'll get the shot up.
Lowry can't get it to go. Spurs leading by 7. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
To the inside. Out to the wing. Here's Wesley. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Here's Furphy. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Lowry for 3. A rebound by the Spurs.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Bassie. Now here's Hayward. They set the pick. Inside. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Andre Drummond picks one up.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
To the inside. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
The 76ers have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Drummond a screen. Three-pointer, Lowry. With 4 seconds on the clock.
The sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high percentage buckets.
Here's Champagny. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Spurs lead by 8. And do not go away.
The Spurs, 45.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The 76ers trailed by 8. And here's Maxey. Here's Davis. Davis doing his thing inside.
And that's a shot Davis will make 10 out of 10 times. He's just so strong inside.
Pass to Hayward. Here's Champagny. Spurs working the ball around now. There's the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Bassett. Misses the 3. Here's George. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Pass to Christie. Outside, George. This one for 3. San Antonio with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. Quickly with a wide-open look. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Now, Maxey. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Take your focus off Maxey for 1 second, and he will let it fly from out there.
Stolen by George. Fast break, Philadelphia. For the finish. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
George with the steal. Pass to Davis. Kicks it out to Maxey. Now Gordon. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Here's Vassell. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Outside Gordon. And here is Davis. From deep, George. Vassell grabs the board. Here's the fast break. Wembanyama leading the way. Barnes outside. 3-pointer. San Antonio again missing. George with the ball. And it's Vassell picking him up. Pass to Christie. There's Gordon with the 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. San Antonio leading by 3. Here's Wembanyama slicing to the basket.
You gotta love seeing Wembanyama get assertive in an important moment.
Outside, Davis. Here's Christie. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
It's Vassell on the wing. Back to quickly. Shot clock at 6. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And also, guys, they've pushed the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
And the shot goes in. That's 12 points for Victor Wembanyama.
Well, that's the leadership and clutch instinct they always want to see from Wembanyama.
Here's Maxey. San Antonio with the rebound. It's Vassell on the wing. Spins. Nobody near Barnes. And a miss there on the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Pass to Maxey. To take the lead. Wembanyama with the rebound.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Vassell left side. To the middle. It's stolen by Davis.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Yeah, they need everything to break their way at this point if they're going to rally back.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Here's Castle. A three from Wembanyama. Oh, it's no good. And we're headed to overtime. And regulation now complete. We will go. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. Barnes looking around. Top of the key quickly. The kick out to Barnes. That one goes. Count it. And it's 9 points for Barnes. Stan, I've always admired you come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, look, I loved being around the game, and so two things happened that drove me into coaching. Number one, I loved baseball, and I couldn't hit one, so that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way, so if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interested.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps. Terrific story.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
And how big was that? He is just so reliable, so confident at the free throw line. Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
San Antonio leading by 4.
2 minutes remaining in overtime.
We play just over a minute here in OT. From deep three-point territory. And the basket by Vassell.
Okay, Devin Vassell, we see you've been working on your range.
Here's Maxey. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And Davis throws it down.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Pass to Barnes. Vassell outside. Shoots it up. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Vassell's got 5 points now in the quarter. And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
Yeah, this can bring a team together. Guys can step up and try to pick up the slack for an injured teammate.
San Antonio leading. Quickly looking it over. And Wembanyama up top. The trade. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Spurs.
You're right. Not much time left. You know, they couldn't put them away in regulation, but after what we've seen here, a superb performance in overtime, they're managing to get the job done.
Yeah, just an amazing game, and ultimately they were able to just pull away there at the end.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Victor Wembanyama.
Well, that work he's shown on the glass has been spectacular. You love to see that as a coach.
And that one's good quickly.
Good decision there by Vassell in the two-man game.
From deep, George sinks the triple. Here's Branham.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They used up all their energy just getting it to overtime.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came out in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but you know what? They came through big and did exactly what was necessary once we got into OT.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.